Welcome, beautiful humans. I want to take some time to talk about a really radical way to live this life. And it's radical for many reasons. And one of them is because it involves the heart. Living open as love is the most magnificent way to live this life. So let's dive into it. But first let me present this beautiful place where I am. You can see balloons and the Christmas tree. I am at my friend's place in Poland currently. And it's a very unusual time for me to go live. It's 8:44 in the morning. But it's the time when actually I feel really productive and really creative. I wake up really, really early and early for my standards, like I wake up at 6 or 5 sometimes, and it really shifted for me recently. And actually then I was like, okay, why not? Let me go live and see who joins me. So welcome to everyone who is here with me, early risers, if you're in Europe or wherever you are, welcome. So how are you feeling right now, those of you live with me? I want to invite you to stop everything you're doing and really focus here. And you can also place your hands over your body and just tune in. How am I feeling? Just stop everything for a moment. Because so often we live in this resistance to what is. And this resistance takes so much energy we don't even realize. So what if you were just to drop in and go okay, what is actually here now? And then welcome to type here for me, for us. I'm feeling really bubbly, really enlivened, really open, really loving. Today I'm leaving in just a few hours. My friend is taking me. Amelie, you're here. Tender and grateful. It's a beautiful combo. And frustrated is also a beautiful thing. Stick with me. I want to take you on a journey here. Unexpectedly woke up early as well. Feels great. Yeah, mornings are so special. So I am going home in just a few hours, and I've had just this beautiful, beautiful time with my friend. I just flew in here to spend time with her, and I also thought it's so special that I am showing up here from her place. My friend's name is Ria, and we have been friends for many years now, and our friendship really kicked off from a very interesting moment in my life. It was a moment when I was in a deep place of abandoning my heart. And as I was finding myself in that place, I was doing everything but prioritizing my heart. And I was very much in love with someone. And I was in this infatuation, complete infatuation with him. And the more he was not available, the more I was infatuated, the more I wanted to be close. And, now looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, it was poor girl. There were all the signs for me to see that it's just never gonna happen. And yet, I could not let it go. And it's I could see myself not being able to let it go, but I could not let go. How funny that we do that. This is the nature of the mind, that it's just even you're aware you shouldn't go there, and you still go there, and it's you say it's bigger than me or whatever, that there's this mysterious pull I cannot resist. And we can then get into the next layer of fighting that and saying, oh my gosh, this is so stupid, how can I do that to myself? And this is the most dangerous thing to do. And I really want to shed light on that, because we've become so mean to ourselves. And we've become so critical and so judgmental. And there's so much bashing of this mind of ours. And I find that this is not necessary. Because the criticism is a very low frequency vibration. So no matter what we're criticizing, the way the world is, the way the mind is, the way other people are, it actually really drops the resonance with which we operate and what we attract. Therefore. So anyway, we love the mind. I invite you to love the mind. And I can see my beautiful mind was completely obsessed with this completely hopeless relationship. Completely hopeless. And I was in this place of really wanting to make it work. I was like fighting for it. I don't want to let it go. I don't want to let it, but maybe there's a little chance. Okay, he doesn't reach out. Okay, he doesn't contact me for days. Okay, he doesn't come to see me for weeks, although we lived like 10, 15 minutes away from each other. Okay, he has so many things going on in his life. Okay, I can help him. Okay, I have so much love inside of me, so it's enough for both of us. I was in that. I was even saying these things to him. And I was feeling so miserable, and I could not tell him that I was feeling so miserable because I thought that if he sees how needy and miserable I was, that he would run away. I know many of you can relate, so take a breath with that. It's okay. So then I'm at this festival. I was facilitating at the Tantra festival. And I was really in this turmoil. I was in his country where he was from. And he was somewhere in some other festival doing something that he was not sharing with me. And I was like, oh, but what's happening? But can we make it work? Okay, let me become less needy. Okay, let me become more free. Okay, let him have other experiences with other people. Okay, let me just drop my ego. Let him... And I was like, can we make it work? Can we make it work? Can we make it work? And one day, he sent me a message as I am in this festival. And he says, I need to tell you something. I don't think it can work. In a text message. I don't think we can stay together. And I was like, freaking text message. He's breaking up with me over text message. No, cannot be. Like, I message him, can we have a call, please? Like, we cannot talk like that over a message. Like, I have something to share with you, and I want to tell him that I'm willing to give him more freedom. Oh my gosh. And then we have a call, and his connection keeps dropping because he's in his car, because he couldn't find time to have a call with me. He was in his car, and as he was driving, the connection kept dropping, and I'm like, and I'm here in this festival, I need to go and facilitate or something, I have things, and I'm like dropping everything, like, okay, I'm gonna be late everywhere, but let me try. And then he says, no, there's no way. I'm like, no, but can we, please? He's like, there's no way, no. And I'm like, oh gosh. And then I go into the space where all the teachers are, all the facilitators are, and it was the final ceremony, I think, in the end of the event. And I go there, and I am broken, like my heart is cracked. And people there, and I'm like coming like really pale, like really not looking good. And with tears in my eyes, and I say to the team, he broke up with me. And they knew this complicated situation we had, and I say, he broke up with me just now. And I felt like people were like, okay, like, you're strong, like, you're Sophia, you're strong, you handle it. Like, they didn't say anything, but they were like, yeah, it's okay, kind of thing. And I was like, wow. And then my friend Ria, she is like coming to me, she grabs my hand, she says, let's go. And she takes me out of the space, and she sits me outside and just tell me everything. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what do you need right now. What's going on for you? And I was like, wow, oh my gosh, I deserve to be held like that. And that was the beginning of our friendship. I was like, I could not believe this girl who hardly knew me, and we've seen each other and crossed paths a few times at that time, but then she really connected to me and she held me, and since then we've been friends, and I'm so grateful. So now I'm here in her place. And it really fits with what I want to share with you, because it really shows how we abandon our hearts. Because in that case, I really abandoned my heart. I could not hear my intuition. I was accepting breadcrumbs from him, like just not feeling that I deserve any better. I really was so addicted to the idea that it's with him, that he was my man, that I need to sacrifice my well-being, my pleasure, my connection to my heart, my satisfaction. I felt like that's what love wanted from me, I thought. And I was accepting very little presence from him. I was accepting behavior that doesn't fit in my ideal relationship. And underneath all that, I see that I did not actually believe it was possible for me. I thought that love required sacrifice. I thought that I needed to be uncomfortable, that I could not actually have it all. I did not believe it. It's like I heard it, that, yeah, you can have it all. Yeah, it's like you can have love on your terms, but I did not live it in that moment because my wounds were really entangled with his wounds. And that's what we often do in relationships, that we meet each other to heal, because, it's not him to blame. He was a perfect person. I needed that experience so much, because based on that experience, I understood profoundly what we do to ourselves, how we abandon ourselves, and how it is absolutely not necessary. But the mechanism I understood. I have such a profound understanding. That's why I am such a good mentor for my clients. This experience made me the mentor I am today, because I managed to go in. I managed to understand what was going on there. I managed to understand the mechanics of it. I managed to understand my wounds that were getting hooked with his wounds, and how I was spiraling lower and lower and lower down into the abyss, into complete abandonment of myself, because I had a wound that attracted that. And it's like I was looking at him and he could not see me. Because, for his reasons, we don't need to analyze why. And that's where so many women get entangled, and men also, get entangled in analyzing this person. But we don't need to waste time on that. We don't need to analyze them, because they are a perfect manifestation for us to discover ourselves. So for whatever reason, we don't need to go there. He behaved like he behaved. And I was looking in the mirror that's like a funny mirror, like when you go to the circus or something, they have those mirrors where you look like fat or very tall or like all kind of crooked or something. So it's like I was looking in that mirror as I was with him, as I was relating with him. Anybody of you relates to that? Looking in the wrong mirror, because you look at the person who cannot see you, because, for their reasons. Likely they cannot see themselves. And he clearly didn't have capacity, like poor guy, bless him. He didn't have any capacity. But I was so entangled due to my own wounds. So cool, the community is here. Elodie is here, Deepti is here, Amelie is here, so good. So, I was getting entangled in that, and that's why I could not let it go. But again, based on that experience, I found my heart in a deeper way. Because even back then, I thought I was pretty connected. You would tell me you're abandoning your heart, I would be like, You know, maybe towards the end, I kind of started to understand, yeah, I seriously abandoned my heart. But it's like more like a few months later, or a month later, when I finally let it go, then I could see like, oh my gosh, why did I do that to myself? Well, I needed, because then based on that, I created my whole Come My Love program, you know, that is starting this Friday, by the way, where women, more than 200 women have been a part of this program, more than 50 women already joined this round of this program, and we heal, we seriously go into recollecting the pieces of our heart, so that these things have become impossible. And how can they become impossible? Is when we get really honest and when we really commit to the path of the heart. When we really commit to living as love. This is the feminine path, you know. And there's a very unpopular opinion that I hold around that. It's that the true feminine path is not about flying in the ethers, doing breast massage and visualizing unicorns and trying to have the best life, you know, just like that, just by sitting somewhere on the cloud and kind of being a bit disconnected from the reality here. This is a misinterpretation. This is a profound misinterpretation. And there's a kind of whole goddess movement that has a profound depth in the essence of it, but unfortunately, our beautiful mind interpreted it in the way that disconnected us from the depth. And so my unpopular opinion is that it's impossible to truly walk the feminine path if we do not have developed inner stillness. In other words, inner masculine. I am in the process of retiring these terms, the feminine and masculine, although I find them very useful. But the problem is that masculine energy, when we hear that, we immediately imagine a man. And when we hear feminine energy, we immediately imagine a woman. But it's not about that. It's not. So I will be retiring that. My community is holding me in that. We will find the right terms and we will change the language so that we stop bashing, because then it again takes us into the bashing. And we start to bash men for not being masculine enough, women for not being feminine enough. So then it's like we bash ourselves for not being human enough or something. Like, no, you have a vagina, you have breasts, you're a woman, okay? You're good, like you're a woman enough. Man, you know, he has his genitals, he has his hormones, he's a man enough. That's it. We don't need to question that. But when I speak in this context, I still use these terms because I know that many of you will relate to me saying that. So you cannot fully embody your heart, you cannot fully embody the feminine path unless you have a very solid inner masculine within you. In other words, you cannot be the love that you are if you are not resting on a profound inner strength. And this strength is not this kind of strength. This strength is not, I'm gonna push through everything, I'm unstoppable and da-da-da-da-da. But this inner strength comes from a place of zero, from a place of stillness within. That is underneath everything. That is this underlying background of all of existence. And the spiritual work, the real spiritual work, involves stabilizing into that and focusing on the true place. Not getting distracted by all the fairies and unicorns, by all the this thing to do and that thing to do and this thing to improve and this thing to heal. Focusing in the true place. And so as we do that, that's when the heart can blossom. Do you see? So many people are preoccupied with the balancing of the masculine and feminine. Forget this. You can just now forget this. It's not designed to be balanced. You're not going to be half man, half woman. No. Again, it's like a punishment. Oh, I'm not balanced. I need to balance myself. Stop the punishment now. You're okay. You're good. And when you focus on what matters, you bring forth what matters. And for every single woman, it is love. For every single woman, it is the path of the heart. I'm very specific here. For every single woman, it is love. Because you are love. Accept it or not. Argue with me or not. You are love. Yeah. Yes. So what you gonna do with that knowledge? Yeah, I am love. I'm gonna do affirmations. I am love, I am love, I am... It's not for your mind, my love. We love this mind. It's trying to understand, it's trying to interpret, it's trying to, but it's not for your mind. It is for you to say yes to it. Because you're pushing, you're fighting it. And everything you try to understand with your mind, it's you fighting it. And even when your mind says, okay, let me surrender, you're fighting it. You have permission to drop the fight. Not later, now. Yeah, you don't need to become better. You don't need to become different. You don't need to heal more. It's not later in life once you accomplish this and that. It's now. Yes, just say yes to it. And so we get to prioritize that, and we get to design our entire lives to sustain that, to serve that, to pray to that, to be fascinated by that. Because in that, you are in this intimacy with that which you truly are. You exist in this intimacy. This is your true place. And your whole life gets to serve that. And your relationships get to serve that. And the way you treat yourself gets to serve that. Anything you do has to serve that. This is beyond balancing masculine and feminine, you see. This is really coming into profound honesty. I love you too, Esther. This is coming to the profound intimacy with the truth of existence, with love. So this is the feminine path, my loves. This is it. And that's what I am so honored to invite you into. And my program, Come My Love, that's coming up this Friday, it is about that. It's all about that. And yes, I'm focusing, you will have this result. You will have incredible relationships. You will upgrade your current relationships. You will attract relationships if you are single. And the energetics of that are the same. It's very interesting. The energy of attracting a partner and the energy of elevating your current relationship is the same. The energetics of that are the same. So this is all a byproduct of the woman you are, of how you dare to embody the love that you are. This is what it is. And Come My Love is all about that. And so many women who've done this program are saying the same thing. I wish all women could do this program. I wish we could all have this common understanding, this common experience. The world would be a better place. This is my most requested program, and it's probably the last time I'm running it live. It's a 4-week program starting this Friday. You can go just for Come My Love. You can opt in for that. You can also go for Come My Love plus Emotional Mastery. It's a program that goes really, really well with it. There you really learn to purify any emotional wounding that are there and ease your relationship with when you feel all fired up and emotional, or if you have tendency to go into sadness and you get overwhelmed by that sadness, or anger is taking over, you cannot access your anger, or fear is a very dominant and anxiety is very dominant in your life, then in Emotional Mastery you will also cleanse that, and that will support, and you will know how to hold that in your life, and that will support the whole journey of opening to love inside of Come My Love, opening as love. So yeah, that's the second option. One option is just Come My Love. Second option is Come My Love plus Emotional Mastery. And the third option, which I'm really excited about, it includes both, plus 4 weeks with me in a small group of women inside of Telegram group. So as you're going through the journey, you also have direct access to me, and we can discuss whatever is coming up for you. I'm there 4 times a week for you. Like, you can reach out, you can tell me specifically what you are working with, what are your hooks, what are the places where you cannot quite let go, where you are trying, where you are abandoning yourself, and we can undo that. So yeah, I'm so happy to dedicate this 4 weeks to that, to living as love, to being fully a woman, a high caliber woman that then attracts high caliber life, high caliber men, high caliber everything. So let's go. I'm so happy. So please DM me if you have any questions. Either myself or my team will respond to you. And the link is in my bio if you're ready to go for it. Thank you for being here. So many blessings to you.